All right, so we're going to be learning about this that you got in distribution. You will be doing weekly spelling with me and at home, okay? So we're going to work on week 5 today and week 6. So we have finished today. This week was week 7. So it's Friday and you're watching this for week 7 and we're about to enter week 8. So here's week 8, right? These are the first 3 packets that you should have. Week 5, which was 2 weeks ago, week 6, which was last week, and then week 8. You do not have a week 7 because this week, week 7, was reviewing weeks 5 and 6, okay? So if you're looking through and you say, I don't know where week 7 is, that's because we did not have week 7 spelling words, okay? So let's start. Let's first start with just week 5, okay? Find week 5. I also want you to find this that you got in your bag. Please take this out. You need scissors. You need a pencil. And you need glue. So my glue looks different. Go ahead and get your glue stick, scissors, pencil, the blue sheet, and the first packet that says week 5, okay? So go ahead and pause and get those things, okay? Now what you're gonna do is look at what I've done. You don't actually have to put this on your wall. Not everyone can do that. But you're gonna make sure to write out my word wall, right? In Spanish, that would be like, mi muro de palabras, or mi pared de palabras is what you're writing. But I want you to write it in English, my word wall. So right now, with your pencil, go ahead and write just like what I wrote at the very top of the page. And if you have a marker at home, you can make it nice and big. Yeah, use a marker if you do have one. I didn't say that, but go ahead and write that. My word wall. You're writing it. Practice writing that, please. Okay? So pause and write that out. It'll be kind of medium, biggish letters, okay? So you paused and you wrote my word wall. You're doing good. Now, week 5 already happened. Week 5 was 2 weeks ago because we're about to finish week 7. So it says reading log, and I'm going to talk about this another time. So just ignore this. What you're actually going to be working on are these words, okay? So no vamos a ver esta parte, solamente estamos enfocando en esta lista de palabras. Eran las palabras para deletrear de la semana 5, okay, or fueron las palabras, okay? So these words should actually be a review. Esas palabras son un repaso. So hijo o hija ya deben saber cómo leerlos y cómo escribirlos, okay? So what you can do is with your scissors, you can cut these out, okay? So in first grade, it's really important that we're practicing our cutting skills. So with scissors, you hold them like this. If you're walking from your bedroom, which you have the scissors, if you're walking to your kitchen table, you always carry scissors like this. And when you're in my classroom, this is how we will carry scissors. Never like that or whatever. Always like this. Así sostenemos las tijeras, nunca así. La manera así es la forma más seguro traer las tijeras, okay? So here's your words, and I want you to cut them out. So let me show you. Let me see if I can actually show you. So take your time doing this. I'm just going to show you that it's just this first page, and I'm cutting along the black lines, okay? So go ahead and pause. Go ahead and pause and do this, and we'll come right back. So you just cut it this way. Maybe you had an adult helped you, but we're not done. Now we're going to cut along here with each little square. So look how I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna go like this. This is hard to do on a camera. So I'm like this, okay? And then I'm gonna make a slice like that. And I'm looking. You shouldn't actually look at the camera right now. You should be looking at the scissors, okay? But I cut, okay? And then I'm gonna cut again. I'm gonna be trimming these. So this might take a while, but it's really important in first grade that we practice cutting. Basically, you're cutting along the black lines, okay? So get some water, sit down. You can also sit on the ground and do this if you want. Take your time and be nice and careful with this, okay? And I believe you have scissors from school. So go ahead. I'm gonna pause it and do it myself. I don't want you guys to just watch me do it, but you're cutting it, okay? So we'll meet back. Go ahead and pause and cut out your cards, okay? All right, how did you do? So your sheet should look like this, where it's cut off, and then you have your cards, okay? You have your cards, okay? So you should have 10. So I want you to count with me. Make sure that you have 10 of these, because you might have they might have fallen on the ground, and we want to make sure that we have all the words we need. So 1, back, 2, after, 3, bat, 4, than, 5, about, 6, at, 7, hat, 8, can, 9, and fan, 10. Hopefully these words you already know. Espero que ya saben esas palabras, cómo leerlos y cómo escribirlos. So son palabras de unas semanas pasadas y ya deben saberlos. Okay, you should already know these because they're from a few weeks ago. And if not, that's okay, because this is why we've cut them up. So you have your word wall. Maybe this is on your table with you, or on your kitchen table laying down. Mine's up just to show you easier. So now, with our 10 words, with your glue, you're going to paste them, okay? You're gonna paste them up here. Just like in a classroom, maybe in your kindergarten class, that's how you saw your sight or snap words. You now have your own little wall of snap and sight words that we're gonna make. So remember, we have different glue. I have this one, but you have probably the stick. So let's, oopsie, one fell, see? But I know there's 10, so that's good. So I'm going to do my first one, okay? Your choice how you want to design it. What I'm gonna do is start with the week and then go down, make like a column kind of. That helps me see best. So fan, okay? And it can be in any order you want. Remember, there are our family words, right? Fan, and an, end with can. So it would be a good idea to actually have these in word families. So I'm gonna organize, and you could maybe do that right now with me, making sure the b, at, words that end in at are all together. And then I have the words after, back, and about are their own little family because they don't end in the same way. But we have our words and, an, the, an, than, right? Yes, Miss J, we remember, okay? So here we go, than. And an, right? I have an apple to eat. I only want an egg, not 3 eggs, just an egg, please, right? What does he have in his hand? He has an egg, right? We use that with vowels. Then we're gonna move on to the families, the word families that end in at, A-T, right? Ooh, I found the first one, at. Okay, but look, I'm still going down a column. I think that's the best way to help you stay organized. At. And look how I'm bringing it right close to here because it's gonna be filling up, right? So this might take you a while, and that's okay. And you can also always take breaks. Bat. And at. Cool. The families with an, and then the word families with at. Okay. And then we have after, right? After dinner, I eat dessert, or after school, I play. After. Back. Back of the line, right? Back of the line, please, or I'll be right back. Back. Ooh, this is filling up, everybody. It is filling up. And our last word is about. About. That's a good one to learn how to spell. About. Okay, so these are your snap words for week 1. And we should have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. So I hope yours looks like mine. And go ahead and take a break, and together we're gonna now do week 6, okay? Good job. All right, I hope you had a good break. Maybe you were still working on cutting these out. We have a lot of work to do because we have to do the first 2 weeks of spelling. So now find the packet that says week 6, because we just did week 5 and now we're doing week 6, okay? So same thing. I'm gonna explain this part later, but these were your sight words, your snap words, your spelling words, las palabras para deletrear, from week 6, okay? I'm, been, big, came, get, let, set, men, pen, and 10, okay? Those were your words from last week. So these words I just quizzed you on Thursday, okay? So let's go ahead and cut these out. I'm gonna show you this time how I cut them out. I should have showed this to you earlier. But all you gotta do is, I'm gonna start cutting at the bottom, right there. Okay, I'm gonna do that. And you can do that, watch me or do it with me, but take your time. And grown-ups, I would really like the child to be doing this, not the adults. Okay? Thank you. Only kids. Kids only, cutting scissors. Then we have this. Okay? And then I'm gonna cut all the way down, all of this, before I cut each one. It's gonna save me time. So I'm gonna snip the top right here. Snip the top. I'm gonna snip the bottom. And then I'm gonna cut this last white part, okay? You gotta think about it sometimes before you just start cutting. All right, and now the easy part where I just cut the line. So here I go. Like that. And like that. So go ahead. It's hard to do on a camera. So go ahead and do that alone, or pause and do that, and then come back and unpause. All right, so you should have cut all 10 little cards, okay? And I want you to arrange them by word families, right? So came, let, that word belongs to the et, ones that end with et. So let, get, ends with et. Set ends with et, so I'm making my pile of et. Men, n, so that's a new pile I'm gonna make. Big, no other words ended with ig. Ben, I'm kind of gonna go by men. I'm is its own word. Make sure that it's the capital I, right? The capital I. Because I'm going to the store. Then we have 10, en, and pen, en. So now this is the fun part where we get to paste it on. I really like doing that. I think that's more my favorite part than cutting. So week 5, sorry, and then I'm gonna start right down here. Okay, so get your glue, have your blue paper ready. And I'm gonna start with the pile that says the I'm, came, and big, but you're welcome to do whichever one you want first. Okay. There we go. I'm big, big. Came. Good job, everybody. I know this is a long day, and you can always take breaks if you need to. Came. And then now I'm going to start with pen, or the en words. Okay, you don't have to do exactly pen, but the words that end with en. So this is really important that we're being mindful of how it goes, right? We're not just putting it on everywhere. It's going to take a long time, but it's worth it. Vale la pena, because now you get to always have this word wall. You could put it by your bed. You could put it by the wherever you do homework, right? It's a really good idea to put it somewhere where you're going to be writing, because we're going to be doing more writing. So my en words, men, the bottom, and then ben. I'm going to cut off that little part, but you don't have to. Now I'm starting another column because I went from top to bottom, and I'm not just going to put it anywhere. I'm going to put it right here, okay? Voy a empezar una columna nueva y voy a ponerlo exactamente aquí, al lado de la primera palabra. And then I'm going to start with the ET words, the words that end with ET. Right next to it, right? Right next to it. You might be faster than me because you have glue sticks, but I have this guy. And the last one, let. Or maybe it's a different one for you. That's okay. It doesn't have to be let, okay? So now let's double check that we got all 10 words up there. So we started at I'm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. We have 2 weeks of words. We have week 5 and we have week 6, okay? So excellent job on this Friday afternoon. And guess what? You did that. Probably took you a little bit. That's okay. But Monday, guess what I'm going to have you do? Monday, I'm going to have you work on week 8. Guess what? You're going to have to cut and copy or paste onto those, okay? So this is something that I hope you will do every Monday. We're going to assign it as homework, of course, or trabajo independiente or independent work. But this is something that we will do every Monday. So empezando este lunes, vamos a seguir y vamos a hacer la semana 8 porque no había semana 7. Y eso va a ser como una rutina que van a hacer todos los lunes, escortar sus palabras nuevas, organizarlos y luego pegarlos en su muro de palabras, okay? So I'm excited. This is a new thing we're going to be doing. And I hope you take very good care of your word wall. You could post it up, or you could put it next to your clipboard, your portapapeles. That's a good spot. Somewhere where you do your schoolwork, okay? You could even maybe put it in your cuaderno, in your notebook, okay? So great job, and you will be starting week 8 doing this on Monday. Good job.